summer icons. So places, like iconic places to travel, iconic people, iconic outfits. It's, you know, just sort of like, you know, like when the summer rolls around, you get like a little bit more ambitious about your wardrobe and start to feel like this amplified urgency to dress better. It's sort of like spreading that amplification across everything else.
I've always had trouble with summer dressing because there's just, when you're wearing less clothes, there's less opportunities to like say something, I think. So I think any stories on like, whether it's like the summer version of how to dress cool that you recently reposted of yours, Leandra. Or something that I've been seeing in the comments is like more affordable options. So maybe we do a focused summer dressing story that's like 3 outfits that are like all cost under $100 or like maybe $200 or whatever.
I want to do a summer dance floor makeout guide. How to navigate the DFMO.
Is that a no?
Dance floor makeout?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like how to escape them after. Just a package, like a dance floor makeout package. I want to do that. Okay, so there are a lot of birthdays in June, like celebrity ones like North, Kendrick Lamar, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, Meryl Streep. Thank you, Yvonne, for putting that together.
We need to get in touch with modeling agencies and like pull from the lower tier rosters that they have. Like we're not trying to book Joan Smalls.
Right.
It's okay if like a 15-year-old just moved to New York and loves Man Repeller and wants to be featured on this
Still
thing.
in your book.
I remember your post last year of like where to eat when. I didn't work here. I found that super interesting.
And the other thing I was thinking about is Man Repeller Money Diaries, because somebody mentioned this in the comments of the story that I published last week.
About not spending.
Yeah. So maybe what we can do, I was thinking it would be interesting to have members of the team like clock what they're spending on a weekly basis. Like,
That
what are you looking at?
Oh, I was just thinking like that would probably be good for me to do.
I think it will be very helpful for budgeting, and it'll also acquaint everyone better with members of the team, which I'm consistently trying to do and hope you're all okay with. And then it could be a series because there are already 12 of us. So this could
That
just
old story. I have 2 questions. And you didn't do this, so maybe that's the answer. Would we be? Well, I don't think we would ever do this, but would we contextualize it with salary? I know we wouldn't do that with the team, but like I feel like sometimes the success is around like of those types of stories is around like
and maybe like contextualize the categories of what's like being shared, because I know some stuff like probably people would want to reveal like health spending or
Maybe we can contextualize it by saying like what our personal goals are for like I'm trying to like save money right now for this reason. And then you could be like, I failed, like holy shit, I'm spending a lot on this, and just sort of like add it.
And we can also make it quite microscopic. So instead of like everything you're spending that week, it's just what you spent on food or just what you spent on clothes or weekends away or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I wrote down plus size designers to know. I know like 2 like up and coming small ones that I could contribute, but I don't really know of many others.
well, it could be like a know your labels.
Right, like because as a plus size person, it's like you only have 5 go-to places and you start looking the same as everyone else because you only have so many options. But it's like it would be cool to have a unique like this is a one of a kind piece.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing.
And it could even, I wonder, maybe instead of not just doing know your labels, but even like other sources. Like there's this great Etsy shop or like vintage that specializes in plus sizes
That's a
and
great
stuff.
point too.
I also had a did another like a vortex myself on Lily Rose Depp.
Is that his girlfriend or daughter?
Daughter.
Sorry.
Is it girlfriend? I actually want bathing suit cover-up tips because that is literally my style prime.
I mean, I have friends who are not even 30 yet who have like significant amounts of gray hair, and it's just like totally genetic. I definitely have like many, but a lot of people are embracing it, and it's really cool.
And the story didn't say this explicitly, but it was my deduction, which is that the same way that we can now say with scientific evidence that not smoking can literally prevent lung cancer, I will not be surprised if in like 2 or 3 decades there is scientific proof that not consuming sugar can prevent breast cancer, colorectal cancer, pancreatic cancer, yada yada.
So yeah, I mean, just to like tie that up, my note on that is like, does sugar actually cause cancer? If so, what the fuck? Is it only refined sugar? Do dates count?
my mom and like my second mother figure are like Pilates and chiropractor, and they're like constantly talking to me about like how to sit and like how
Can
to.
you write a story defining the second mother figure?
You know what I mean. I don't know. I feel like this is maybe boring, but we were talking about this a little bit. Like, what can you do in the day that's like that will, as an antidote to sitting a little bit?
The other thing is it's like a huge determining factor of when you're gonna die, essentially, from like the last.
I mean, like, but knowing what the actual, like, it's not just like, oh, tips to like not like feel good when you wake up. Like, no, actually tips to like prolong your life.
My mom's always telling me that like no matter how much pain your back is in, like it can all be fixed just by your own movements. Like I'll be like, I need surgery, and she's like, no, you just need to try harder. I was thinking for like a relationship story, something about in defense of the long distance relationship, because I'm in one and I think it's kind of
I
awesome.
love it. Yes. I think it's the best relationship on the planet.
Yeah, it's like wait, oh, you were saying I thought
I'm
you
in a
were
long
story.
distance one too.
Yeah, I think it's like
I
the
think, yeah,
coolest.
it's the best.
So I like expect it to be awful, and I'm like pretty into it. Which
No, and more, and I think this is also especially as I get older. Did you say you're in one too?
Yes.
That whenever I talk to people and say I'm in long distance, especially people my age or older, they're like, that sounds so nice. That's amazing. How did you do that? Like, I've done some like magical.
my friend's boyfriend just
Yeah.
moved here after they've been long distance. She's like, "Ah, I think I'm like made for long distance relationships.
Yeah.
And I
That's
think
a real thing
hilarious.
too. Like the
Yeah.
after, like living together after being in, or just like being in the same city after a long distance
Yeah.
relationship, and then like the coping with that and adjusting.